Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into XRP. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for liking the video and sharing the video, and most importantly, your subscription on YouTube. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the power of 1618, and show it in action on XRP as well. So if we take a look at this particular chart here, posted on 7th of February, got a clean break here, beautiful. Okay, look at this resistance, consolidation, symmetrical triangle, broke out, back test, see you later, heading towards 1618. Always a minimal target. So if we take a look at the updated chart, you can clearly see. Boom, 1618, absolute wicked on it, coming back for support right now. So this is looking pretty tasty. Convolute CQT, we need to see the follow through obviously of the bottom right now, but these are always trades, and I always find minimal targets on the 1618 right there. So that's an amazing 1618 target met on CQT like an absolute boss. Let me show you it in action on XRP and how you can use it on your charts. Okay, so looking at XRP on a weekly time frame, then if we've found a true bottom here, okay, and we are, you've got this beautiful sort of reversal pattern that's beginning to carve out, and we start to see it take out the 55 EMA, push towards this level of resistance just there, this high that we put in last year at September. We do begin to carve out this beautiful structure down here. We've got this big massive reversal pattern like that, an ascending triangle. Then I would really begin to feel really confident about dropping my fibs on the previous swing low with a projection to the upside. But until we start to do that, there's always a possibility that you're still coming down here for XRP, okay, and you're going to look at new lows. So we've got to see the confirmation here. Like I said to you, we've got to see the confirmation, we've got to take out that high, and we've got to get our ass back above that 55 EMA, because once we do that, I'll be able to project the 1618, and I think we'll get there. Okay, so if we take a look at this particular high just there, and then the bear market low just there, that capitulation event way back in March 2020, from this point I was able to predict and forecast the 1618. Okay, this is why the 1618 is boss, because once this come up and create this reversal pattern down here, let me show you, got beautiful W bottom pattern down here, lovely W bottom pattern, high low, broken out, fell back to the neckline support, see you later. It was on the 1618, it was always going to be the target. Okay, then you're coming for your big retracement. So that was a beautiful target that was met, okay, off that impulsive move off the lows. So what we're looking for is an impulsive move off these lows, but we've got to create the structure just like there, W double bottom pattern, breakout, break the resistance of the high, you come back to its support, confirming the break. And this is the things I try to teach in the channel. So it's patience. So from this low here, we hit the 1618, we retraced all the way back down in a nasty crash back down to the low, and I think that particular retracement was a 786 from recollection. If we take a look all the way back down, not quite the 786, it was bang on the 702 fib. Look at that. Okay, so that was a monster crash, and remember this is when the SEC come out, and this was a Spark Air token sell-off. We traced all the way to the 702 fib. Look at that beautiful level of support before starting to come back upstairs. And it's at this point, this is where I started to make videos for you guys, because at this point here we started to bolt out. Okay, we've got this beautiful consolidation pattern, and at this point I was making videos for you guys telling you that that was a minimal target, and the reason is because it's the 1618. It was on all my thumbnails, okay, from the bottom all the way to the top. You can clearly see, look at that, get me knob on, absolutely knob on 1618. Look at that, $1.96 up there. Okay, and I said at that point as well, you're going to run into resistance, come back in a massive ABC correction, because you run into the 1618. It really is that simple. So we did, got the 1618, came back in a massive ABC. I was looking for the support, and I was looking to continue, but I hold my hands up, I was completely wrong. At this point, what we've done, we're putting this massive ABC zigzag correction, retracing back to where we've broken out from. Okay, so if we take a look at the Fibonacci retracement tool right now, okay, at the minute we're retracing, but one thing we're doing right here, and I teach this every day on the channel, okay, if we take a look at this beautiful W double bottom pattern just there for XRP, when we were carving this out, I said to you, you got a W double bottom pattern, you're breaking out the resistance, you've got a God candle, you're going to run into this high, which is this low, basically backtesting this as resistance because you're melted for its support. It's all in the charts. Okay, so telling you're going to run into that. A lot of people at this point, a lot of YouTubers and people telling you're going to do that, and I said to you, there's no way. You're going to come back to the resistance, okay, that you've broken out of support, and it really is that simple. So we've got that, but obviously we're falling underneath it, and we're sort of consolidating down here, trying to make a mind up what we're going to do. Are we going to drop, or are we going to pop? Basically, what I want to see personally is the pop. I would love to see XRP come up and take out that resistance right there, carve out the beautiful W the bottom pattern down here, something like this, and then high lows over a longer period of time, consolidation, ascending consolidation as well. You're holding a series of higher lows, coming up with stairs, and then you break this resistance, eventually getting your ass back above that red line, which is a 55 EMA, okay? Potentially breaking out, falling back to the neckline support, see you later. And at that point, I can drop the fibs on from wherever the low is, and we create the reversal pattern, giving you that projected target, okay? It really is that simple. But until we start to do that, there's always a possibility that this is not your bottom, you're retracing into resistance, and right now you're just going to drop again, and you're putting in a deeper retracement to where you come from. So at this point here, if we take a look at this pattern here, okay, so we've got a beautiful low and a higher low and a reversal pattern, a W double bottom pattern, and what happened was, in the same instance here, when we broke that, we came back to the neckline on this break as support, okay? So boom, look at that, came back, entry point, see you later, ride the 1618 up to that red line. But then when we came back in this correction, what we got is another W bottom pattern. Let me drop a horizontal line in just there, okay? We've got another W double bottom pattern just there for big XRP that never back tested the resistance, melted through, okay? Never back tested its support. So if we move to the right, that's exactly where we came back down to. What is it, 2 years later? 1 year, no, 1 year later, I do apologise. So we melted through this W double bottom pattern just there, broke out into the 1618, and eventually we've come all the way back down to this neckline as support. The God candle just there was telling us it was going to do that before it even did it. Do you understand? So it's all about support and resistance. Usually when you break resistance, you do tend to come back to it as support. When you lose support, you do tend to come back to it to backtest as resistance, and that's exactly what we've got there. So at the minute, it's on a knife edge. You're caught between this support and this resistance, okay? XRP needs, I'm sorry for the lines and the drawings a bit iffy, but XRP needs to make a decision here. It needs to either break this resistance, and that would be really bullish, or lose this support, and you're looking at more of a correction there than we anticipate, and this is not necessarily a low. So is there anything else in the charts that's sort of telling us, you know, W double bottom patterns here, God candles or anything like that, that's telling us that you've got to come back? There's nothing, okay? There's nothing that I'm seeing at the moment that's sort of giving the game away that they are going to lose that low, okay? So until we lose it, we've got to sort of potentially look at the potential that we're sort of carving out this structural bottom down here and ascending level support where we're coming to resistance, get the ascending triangle, break the resistance to the 55, and we really do take off for XRP right here, okay? So it's more of a macro outlook. So for example, if all we've done here, okay, W double bottom pattern, God candle, came up, eventually come back down to support for the continuation. If it is the case, and we have actually found the bottom on that wick there last year in June, and all this has been is an impulsive move and a big corrective move, and we're looking at a brand new impulsive move, then theoretically we can drop our fib on that low, yeah? And then we can project it to the top, and we could look at the 1618 as a minimal target, which is around about the $6.30 mark, isn't it, for XRP? So that would be my projected target. So if we have indeed bottomed, and this is your low, sorry, I need to get that absolutely knob on to give it the projected target. I should use a magnet really. I will drop it on like that. So that would be the projected target, $6.32. That if we have indeed bottomed, okay, that is the true bottom of this correction. We've come back down, we found a bottom, and right now we're beginning to come up stairs, carving out a structural bottom right here. We're getting an ascending triangle. I think that if we start to see the confirmation by breaking back above the 55 EMA, and we most importantly see the golden cross, which is this yellow line crossing the red line, pretty much like it did down here, look. You see this golden cross just there when we got this golden cross on the resistance and then we melted up. If we get that, then I think we are looking at the 1618 target up there, $6.32 for XRP. So from this point right here, you know, if it does start to break up, we're looking at 1,483%. But like I said to you, I think that what we might be going through is a correction, a retracement back down to this wick low, fill some bids before coming back up, okay? But Bitcoin has to be bullish. And XRP has to have found its low for this projection. If not, you have to drop your fibs lower, and it gives you a greater projection going up. Because the more you retrace, the greater the impulsive pace. I've always taught you that case. So I would love to tell you the bottom's in. I would love to tell you that all we've done here, you know, is sort of consolidated here, broke out, and eventually come back to the neckline looking to go again. And that could be the case, you know. It could be the case. The God candle was always the target on this big correction. Found it, boom, see you later. Off to the beach. So I'm looking for the ultimate buy and go to the beach signal for XRP here, and I think it will be the golden cross on a weekly time frame where the 20 crosses a 55. XRP begins to get its ass back above 55, takes out that high that it put in way back there in September last year. I think you know you're on the cusp of a massive move here for XRP towards a golden ratio, which is the 1618 up there. So I hope you understand the update. Remember, I've not got a crystal ball. It's all projections. You know, it's technical analysis. I can't see into the future. It is what it is. I hope you understand the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.